In today's story, Jesus is talking to a teacher of the law. He knew a lot about laws and rules. And he asked Jesus a question. He said, "The law says, love your neighbour as you love yourself. But who is my neighbour?" To answer this question, Jesus told a story. A man was going down the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. But suddenly, some robbers attacked him. They tore off his clothes and beat him, and then they left him lying there, almost dead. Now it happened that about that time, a Jewish priest was going down the road. When the priest saw the man, he walked by on the other side of the road. Next, a temple helper came there. He went over and looked at the man, and then he walked by on the other side of the road. Then a Samaritan came travelling down the road where the hurt man was lying. He saw the man and felt very sorry for him. The Samaritan went to him and poured olive oil and wine on his wounds and bandaged them. He put the hurt man on his own donkey and took him to an inn. At the inn, the Samaritan took care of him. The Samaritan said, "Take care of this man. If you spend more money on him, I will pay it back to you when I come again." Then Jesus said, "Which of these men do you think was a neighbour of the man who was attacked by robbers?" The teacher of the law answered, "The one who helped him." Jesus said, "Then go and do the same thing that he did." This story is sometimes called the story of the Good Samaritan, because Samaritans in those days didn't like Jewish people. There was a bit of an argument going on between them. Now, what would you do if you saw an enemy of yours, someone you didn't like very much at all, who was lay on the floor hurt? I don't know, maybe you might want to leave them there. Maybe you would think, well, I won't help them. Well, do you know what? Jesus is a bit like the Good Samaritan too. We were enemies of God. We didn't like him at all. We did all sorts of wrong things. Things that made it so that we weren't friends with God anymore. But Jesus came, and even though we didn't deserve it, even though we were his enemies, he came and died on the cross so that we could be forgiven for all the things we've done wrong. And now, because we know God's help and forgiveness through Jesus, we can help others too. Even if they don't deserve it. Even if we don't know them very well. Even if it's not our job. How can you help somebody this week? Maybe it's someone who lives very close to you. Maybe it's your neighbour who lives next door. Maybe it's your neighbour who lives very far away from you. Maybe it's someone that you don't really like very much. But because God has helped us, we know that we can help other people too. We might need to ask him for help. Help to help someone else. But he will help us.